Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today I decided that I was going to do like a little tutorial slash tip video on how to work with cream blushes. I'm going to show you kind of how to get that like really like flushed cheesecake pinup looking face, like you know, like pictures of Marilyn Monroe or like the illustrations on like the Balm makeup where like the girls have really flush looking cheeks. I'm going to show you how to kind of get that look and how to make it look more like everyday wearable and kind of subtle. Like I already did that makeup, so like this is after the tutorial, but like how to get like really flush cheeks. So yeah, I'm gonna show you that in this video. So I don't have coffee regularly. I mean, I don't have a problem with coffee, I just don't have it regularly. But today I had some because I thought I feel dead. I need to wake up a little bit, and while I am very awake, now I can't focus because I'm so not used to coffee to the point that like if I have a little bit of like coffee, my mind races like 1,000 miles per minute and like it moves faster than my lips, so I end up stuttering a lot. But it's a whole situation. But anyway, I have my base on, I have my eyebrows on. I did my base off of camera because I feel like at this point in time we don't really need like a foundation like tutorial. But anyway, I did my eyebrows off camera because my eyes were looking kind of dead. I mean, they still kind of do because I don't have mascara on yet, but I can deal with that. And I changed my shirt too because I'm going to be working with some loose powders and I don't want to get that all over like my nice shirts. So anyway, after like 20 different intros, I'm going to be working with the Besamé Cosmetics Crimson Cream Blush. This is a very beautiful blush, but I don't use it that often just because I have really warm undertones and neutral tends to look kind of weird on me, I think. I tend to usually reach more for my blush palette here from the Balm Cosmetics. I usually go for the color Cobbler because it's a little bit warmer than this one. See, they're kind of like on the same spectrum, but this one's much warmer versus this one's really cool. So if you have like cool undertones or like pink undertones, I feel like this might work for anyone out there. Otherwise, if you don't care about undertones or anything like that, then go ahead and like use whatever you want. So I'm going to be working with this particular blush because a lot of people who are into like the pinup rockabilly and like vintage subculture, they're really into Besamé Cosmetics since they specialize in like recreating or reproducing like old vintage makeup, which is really cool. And also Besamé Cosmetics is Hispanically owned, so if you want to support women of color out there with like makeup companies, I would like go and buy from Besamé Cosmetics. Not only are they owned by women of color, but their cosmetics are really nice. Like, I get the hype, they're really good like cosmetics. They make some of the best lipsticks around. They're just very long lasting. But anyway, the first thing you want to do before you even like touch your cream blush is prep your face. You want to wash it, moisturize, prime it, put foundation on if you wear foundation. And once you have your foundation on, do not go and set your face immediately because applying a cream blush over an already set face is going to make it really hard to blend and it's going to move around your product a lot. The easiest way to apply a cream blush is to just use your fingers. You can go ahead and try using like brushes, but I feel like it makes it harder to blend. I always try to use my left hand to put less pressure on my face, but sometimes I forget and I go in with my right hand. The reason you want to do that is because if you go with your right hand, you tend to go really heavy-handed and get like extreme 80s vibes, and unless you're going for that, I would just do it this way. So I like to just go in with like my middle finger just to kind of apply less pressure on my cheeks. And because I want to go for like a really nice like pinup look, kind of like the illustration here in my palette, you want to start like on the cheeks of your cheeks. You want to start on the apples of your cheeks. I know people say don't apply blush on the apples of the cheeks. I don't know why people say that, but people say that. But I'm gonna do that anyway because I want to go for a pinup look. That's what I'm trying to go for here. I'm just gonna dab it on there like that, and don't put too much pressure. Don't go too heavy-handed. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to blend out, and no amount of powder will make that go away. So then just kind of blend it around here. I like to put on this really weird fake smile on, so I know exactly where to put it on. And of course, adjust this according to the shape of your face, your personal preference. So now when you smile, you're going to get like that really flush looking pinup look. From there, I'm just going to move on to like my other cheek. I'll just kind of like do that quickly. So again, I go in with my non-dominant hand and repeat the same process on the other cheek. Okay, so I've applied my blush on both cheeks, so now when I smile, I get, this is a really creepy smile by the way, but like now when I smile I get like that really nice like flush looking face. But if you ever feel like you went a little bit too heavy handed, you can just take the brush or beauty sponge that you use to apply your foundation and just kind of like go over it where you think you went a little heavy handed. Going in with the tool that you use to put on your foundation is like one way to kind of get rid of that, like that extreme pinkness. Another technique that I like to use for kind of bringing down like that intensity on my cheeks is to just bake my face. I just take a beauty sponge, and you know, if you've ever seen like baking like your face, you know what I'm talking about. You just go in and apply it everywhere liberally. And if like you're an oily person, it'll also keep that oil at bay. It'll keep your makeup from breaking up, of course, if you know what baking is, and like all of this is kind of redundant information at this point. But again, adjust it according to what you like your face shape. For example, I have a really round face, so I avoid going too far out, otherwise it makes my face look really wide. And instead I kind of make triangles like when you do when you're concealing. Okay, so now that my bake is on, I have to let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes to kind of let my skin really soak that up. So I will do a little bit more makeup off camera. I'll probably like fill in, or not fill in, I'll probably do my eyeliner and mascara off camera, but I will be right back in a few minutes. I just have to go do that. Okay, so I did a little bit of eyeliner off camera. I have to really like finish baking before I can do anything else. But anyway, I'm done with that. Now I just have to like wipe up my bake. I just used like a powder brush from e.l.f. I got this for like, I don't know, $4 or something. And with this I just kind of like, you know, wipe off my bake. I use the excess, I just kind of like blend that in with the rest of my face to kind of help set it that way. But so if you have really oily skin, baking will really help keep that oil at bay. I wouldn't really recommend this for people who have dry skin, but otherwise just kind of like mix that bake in. That will help take down that intensity of your blush a little bit and make it look less like you're going for stereotype 80s and more of a like subtle pin-up look. Okay, I'm done wiping off the bake, so I'm just going to set it with a little bit of setting powder. I just used some rose water to kind of like take down that powderiness because I have a suspicion that setting spray doesn't really do anything, so I'm just gonna go in and like do this real quick. I went a little bit overboard with like the setting spray. So. Okay, so my face is now dry. I'm going to go in with a little bit more tips and like making your cheeks look really pin up, like the illustration here, like her cheeks look really rosy but also kind of shiny. So with a little bit of highlighter, I'm just going to use the Manizer Sisters, the Betty Luminizer. I like to just take that and put it like on the tops of my cheeks right there, you know. And then from there, I like to do the usual, you know, Cupid's bow, tip of my nose things, but I'll just kind of do that off camera real quick. Okay, so I decided to do the rest of my makeup off camera. I had a little bit more things left to do, but I still had a few more thoughts that I want to share real quick before like closing out this video. So, of course, you can go by any level of intensity that you want on your cheeks. Personally, I like to do something a little bit more subtle. I like to kind of have just like a subtle sheen of like blush on my cheeks. So, like when I smile, my like really fake weird smile, you can kind of see that I get the really nice rosy cheeks right here, and then with a little bit of a highlight you get like that little bit of shine. Otherwise, no one way is correct. There are definitely millions of other ways you could apply a cream blush. But that's kind of my way of applying cream blush, and I hope that helps somebody out there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my video. If you liked this, you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you liked my content, please do subscribe. I usually make videos every Monday/Tuesday, but lately it's kind of been all over the place because life and stuff get in the way. But anyway, thank you again very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.
I'm flying high, but I got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else.